Hey guys, I want to discuss today how social media has changed watch collecting in the last couple of years. So, I'm of a certain age that when I was younger, the internet didn't exist, and also if you wanted to find out about new watches, the most you could do was visit your local jewelry store or AD, or maybe if you saw a magazine in a waiting room, you may get to see the release of a new watch from the different watch brands. Fast forward to today, and every single brand in the world, from micro brands to high end luxury watches, are continuously bombarding you with new models, new watches, and it can be overwhelming at times. I find myself getting lost in the rabbit hole a lot of, you know, watch brands that I would have liked, but their websites are not very good, or there's just too much choice. Case in point, Seiko. I find the Seiko website is just a overwhelming mess of different models. And even trying to find a model that you've seen somewhere on social media, unless you're clicking a direct link, it can take a while to find it on their website just by searching through the thousands of watches that they have for sale. But it's a double-edged sword, so I do also get exposed to watches that I probably would never know exist. For example, Studio Underdog being one of the more recent successes when it comes to social media and advertising on social media. They've launched their entire brand on the back of social media platforms. However, it also has a negative impact in that there's a lot of people out there that are buying watches for prestige more so than collecting, and kind of flaunting it in other people's faces. I suppose the question I have is, for you, is social media a positive thing or a negative thing when it comes to watch collecting? Do you prefer to have less content but more quality and have time to digest and think about different models and different brands? Or are you happy to be bombarded on a daily, weekly basis with new brands, new watches, new models? I, for one, struggle to keep up at times, and I find myself getting lost in the noise. And there is something more satisfying about finding out organically through a magazine article or seeing it in a window of a store, a new watch or a new brand that you maybe did not realize existed. For instance, one of the brands that when I was younger I only saw in jewelry shops was Festina, and I decided that it was a nice brand, and I ended up buying a Festina watch, a square watch, which is kind of a my version of a Tag Heuer Monaco at a much lower cost. And I've worn that watch for years. I must have the watch at this stage, maybe 15, 17 years, and I still wear it on occasion. But I find myself now finding that you can have on any given day 4 or 5 new watches or 4 or 5 new models of watches being forced upon you. A little bit overwhelming and actually not as satisfying as when you organically or you through a bit of research found a brand that you really liked or a model that you really liked. So what do you guys think? Do you think that social media has had a positive or negative impact on watch collecting for you? Is it something that it's your first port of call if you want to find out when you watch, you go to social media? Or do you still prefer going to the website of the manufacturers and finding things more organically? Thanks very much for watching this video. If you like it, maybe consider giving it a subscription, maybe hit that like button and the bell notification. If I do have you for another few minutes, maybe consider this video, and we'll see you guys the next time.